Hello, welcome back to another episode of What's Up Doc. Today I am gonna pick up where I left off from one of the episodes talking about menopause. Today we're talking about insomnia. So again, I'm gonna read whatever Google tells you and I'm gonna put my input into it from my experience. All right, so I would like to start by reading what how they explain the connection between menopause and insomnia. Women transition into menopause may experience sleep issues. In fact, up to 60% of women who are postmenopausal experience frequent bouts of insomnia. It is true and it's not true. So until you hit postmenopause, you are going to go through a huge adjustment in many waves of different symptoms that you go through. Like I mentioned before, which is one of them is the hot flash, on and off during the day, especially at night, the night sweats, and the insomnia kicks in. Insomnia is super crazy because the hot flashes do wake you up every single hour on the hour. You might have nights that you're up every hour on the hour. And if you end up doing that for a couple of nights, you're just so restless, you're so fatigued, you're so mentally crippled, like you can't even think straight. It's exhausting. And I have read some articles saying that the connection between what you eat and the hot flashes and insomnia. So, caffeine, soda, sugar, preservative, cold cuts, they talk about, like I said, caffeine, too much meat. And it's almost like you have to minimize your intake the night of in order for you to have a good night's sleep. So but I don't get at the same time, like, how can you gain weight if you can't eat as much because you have to sleep? So it's frustrating. Like, either you eat and enjoy and indulge, then you're not going to have a good night's sleep, or you just eat and enjoy your life and then you end up gaining weight and then you can't sleep and you're fatigued, and then that can trigger other inflammatory processes. So it's almost like you can't win. But anyways, so for them to say like mostly postmenopausal, in my experience, it's not true because I am still perimenopause. I've been perimenopause for 10 years. I'm 52, so I started like around 41. I don't think that's accurate, and it's not like they said up to 60%. So, the reason why also I wanted to talk about that because, my patients who are going through this stage in their lives, they're showing a lot of signs of oral inflammatory processes when they come in. And you have like gum inflammation, you have dryness of the mouth. You can tell their chemistry is not very well balanced because also, when you go through menopause, you dehydrate so easily. And you cannot keep up with the water drinking. But if you drink a lot of water, then you're going to end up in the bathroom most of the time, peeing it out. So it's so inconvenient because it's like, I gotta go constantly. And you got stuff to do. You're at work or you're running errands, and it happens in the most inconvenient time. And whoever's watching me probably will agree with me. Like, are you serious? Like, I gotta go right now. But I have to, or you have to drink enough water because you have to stay hydrated. And according to this article saying that your estrogen progesterone levels decreases during menopause, this can trigger a number of changes in your lifestyle. I think it's everything, changes everything, particularly in your sleeping habits. It's insane. So I used to be able to sleep anywhere, anytime, taking naps all the way through college, even if in my 20s and my 30s. And then when my 40s, I hit 40s, it's just like things are not the same. This is not my body. I literally feel like I talk to my body all the time like a crazy person. And I always say, it's like, you are not my body. Like, I don't know whose body is this. Like, so it's almost like you need to spend time with your body and getting, excuse me, getting used to accepting this new body and working with that the new body and see what the new body, but it's like a toddler's body. Like, it's constantly whining and achy, and it can't sleep, but it's tired, and can't nap, but it's hungry, and you can't eat much, but you're thirsty, but you can't drink that much because you got to pee it out all the time. It's insane. All right. So they explain to you that this is partly because progesterone in a sleep production hormone. This is partly because progesterone is a sleep producing hormone. While your body copes with these dwindling hormone levels, dwindling. That's cute. Dwindling hormone levels. No, more like plummeting. Like I said in my other video, you take a skyscraper and you blow it up and it comes crushing down the whole thing, and it's just, you have to build it all over again. Okay, it's cute. Dwindling hormone levels. You may find it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. You may find it harder to fall asleep. You don't sleep. It's not even like you may find it harder. No, you're talking about people, the end of the spectrum, but they are saying about 60%. In fact, there's 60% of women who are postmenopausal experience frequent bouts of insomnia. 60% postmenopausal. So they don't talk about perimenopause. They don't talk about actually women are in menopause. So it's not you may find difficulty fall asleep. It's in so many cases you cannot fall asleep. I have a patient, she was crying last week, and she, exactly the same storyline as mine, had a hysterectomy at age 42. And she's having like the whole hot flashes, insomnia, not being able to sleep and all that stuff. And she was crying. She goes, I don't know what I'm going to do when summer hits, because it's just, I'm hot all the time. And the arthritis in her hands is kicking in, because that's a part of inflammatory process, because you're going through menopause. So I guess progesterone is the one producing the sleep. So when progesterone drops, which I have a very, very low progesterone levels, but I don't know how I slept before. My body must have like produce something else to counteract the low progesterone levels. I know I have low progesterone levels because when I'm pregnant, watch my pregnancy video, is I had to take so much progesterone, try to keep my babies. So for you, that makes sense. Not in my case though, because they're saying that as the progesterone levels drop, so I must be dropping even below the normal level if I am just awake all night long. So it's very important to get sleep. Sleeping is the healing time for the body, because kidneys and liver, this detoxification process, I think, is between like 2 and 4 a.m. I'm not sure. Don't go me on and Google it. But that's when your body starts to get ready for the day. So if you're not sleeping, you're not healing, you're not doing much of the housekeeping from that previous day. So what's happening is just you get build up trash, just body waste, toxicity. And before you know it, you're so toxic. Forget about hot flashes. You're gonna start burning up because you have so much inflammation. Yeah, you can go down the route of eating the right things, the anti-inflammatory food that they recommend for you, but it does not work with everybody. You have to take into consideration like how you digest things, how you absorb things, if things working out for you or not, how much you're going to eat of that, and is that enough? Is that nutritious? You can go into like protein shakes and put everything that you need in the protein shake in order for you absorb it and make sure you got all the nutrients and things that helps you heal. But regardless, all I'm saying is whatever you read, whatever you do, if it works for you, that's fine. But if things are not working out very well for you, I believe, which I surrendered, I think my attempt to try to make sense out of it is to live with it. And I think to let it take its course and kind of like deflect, distract yourself, keep yourself busy with happy stuff. Yeah, spend your time with a lot of pets and kids and relatives and people that you love, like the circle of trust, just to get you going through that phase. But anyhow, on that note, I will leave you with that thought, and because I'm out of time again, I'm sure I'm gonna make another video about this because it's an ongoing challenge. Not only personally, I'm just giving you my input so I'm letting you know that I can relate. I'm not like in this like haven goddess palace that nothing happens to me. No, that's not true. I am in it, like full in it up to here. With that stuff. So again, I'm sure I'm gonna make another video. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.